Hello, 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 and welcome to another episode of the Flashpoint FOC show. I finally got this done on not a Monday. It is Sunday morning, 11:15 Eastern time. I know my homies on the West Coast are definitely sleeping. Some of my people on the East Coast are probably sleeping. But we are very, very busy over at Flashpoint over the next 3 weeks, including MegaCon. So this is going to be an early video. I can't speak for when the FOC show during MegaCon will happen. That might happen on Monday, but MegaCon's next week. If any of our viewers, subscribers, anything is going to MegaCon, let us know. We'd love to meet up with you, take pictures, give you a sketch card, lots of cool stuff. With that being said, we have a lot of news that I intended originally to disperse on Friday. Um, that obviously didn't happen. Here we are Sunday. The plan is to give you all that news later today in a separate video. So that will come separately in another video. Shout out to Tom Rupp. We went to ShadowCon yesterday. It was a great show. We saw a Comics Den out there, Heroes After Dark, Orlando Collector Deviants. Great show. Tom puts on an awesome product. Lots of comics. If you're ever looking for comics at a show, visit one of Tom's shows. With that being said, I'm going to jump over straight to FOC. This is the FOC show. What is FOC is a question you might find yourself asking. What is Final Order Cutoff? Final Order Cutoff is the final opportunity you have to guarantee a copy of a book, which means you tell your comic book store, hey, I want a copy of this. I want 10 copies of this book. They're going to put in an order for whatever they need for the store, whatever they need for their customers, guaranteeing you whatever amount of copies. Now, if you were to show up at a comic book store the day before the book comes out and you say, hey, I want 10 copies of this, this is going to be the hottest book, you are very likely not. You'll be lucky if you get one copy. That's just the way the comic book world works. But that is why we have this show, so that way we can inform you guys. FOC is the number one way to guarantee you something that is not an incentive and is not allocated. How do you FOC books? That is very simple. If you're FOCing with us, you can just email us at flashpointcomicsandgames@gmail.com. You can also message us on Facebook, Instagram, X, Twitter, TikTok. And yeah, that's how you FOC books. And with that being said, the way you can always see these things, let's screen share here. So FOC is always going to be, for now, sorry, always is a relative term. A lot of people might know Diamond filed for bankruptcy, and we don't know what's going to happen after some time. But currently, you can see all publishers at previewsworld.com/final orders due. That is the website, that is the URL. What you do once you get here, everything besides DC will populate down here. But if you sign in, I'm already signed in, obviously, but here it'll say pull box. If you sign in, you will get access to everything, and you can pick a store, everything like that. On here, I thought it would say something. Oh yeah, see, shops, Flashpoint Comics and Games. So in theory, that would be where any of my orders would get sent to. Everybody operates the same way, so don't forget about that. And let me jump right into it. So Image has Department of Truth number 28 on FOC. Domain trade paperback, Dust to Dust, G.I. Joe, Holy Roller, Lady Mechanica. You are getting Radiant Black, Spawn Scorched, and the Violator trade paperback is finally coming out. I did want to shout out this cover for Spawn Scorched by Von Randall. We met Von Randall at OAX, Original Art Expo. Super nice person, awesome artist, beautiful. This is honestly not even close to their best work, and this is great work. So Von Randall, name to keep an eye out for. I'm telling you, don't sleep on them. Boom Studios has a little bit of a light week. Obviously, you have Hello Darkness number 8 with an awesome Freeze-On cover. You also have the Dan Mora Boom Anniversary variants. Uncanny Valley 8, that has been a great series if you're not reading it. Voracious. And then DC Comics obviously has much, much, much to offer. We have Absolute Wonder Woman number 5. There's an A cover, a B cover by Ombre. I love Ombre's covers. And then there's a J. Young Lee cover And then we jump to Batman 89 Echoes. This is 6 of 6. This is the final issue. But I did want to show off this awesome Batman 89 like logo variant. Honestly, the only thing I would have made this better is if it was foil. It is not foil, but want to show that off. It's a number 6 of 6, so a lot of stores aren't going to order it. But like I said, if you FOC, you will be guaranteed to get that cool Batman cover. Also, Batman Long Halloween, The Last Halloween, number 5. I literally think this is a situation where all 3 covers are amazing. This is the A cover. Super cool. This is the B cover, which I think is even better. And then your C cover is by Rob Liefeld. And I'm not going to lie to you, this might be some of Rob's best DC work. So those are the FOC. And again, if you're not subscribed to this book, FOC, because a lot of stores will not be carrying an issue 5 of 10 in their store. Black Canary Best of the Best has an A cover, but I love showing off Rashida Lynn, DC, another one of DC's up and coming artists. This is just a beautiful cover for Black Canary. So I want to show that off. DC's Finest Superman Family, The Giant Turtle Man. That's a Superman family graphic novel. DC's Misfits of Magic is a all ages book. Detective Comics 1094, that is featuring Tom Taylor's writing. And there is a Hush variant for that by Dustin Nguyen. I like to show off all the Hush variants just in case people want to jump on them, because some of them are for books that don't make as much sense. I'm also going to show off all 3 Flash covers just because why wouldn't I? First of all, I am a dog person, so they already got me with this this Flash and dog photo where it looks like he has like the planets. I love dogs. Sawi, we met Sawi at OAX. I wish they would have had this as a print. I would have bought it, but that's a Flash cover by Sawi. And then Steven Segovia, who I think is going to be at MegaCon, just keeps knocking their DC covers out of the park. I think they're doing Green Lantern. They're now doing Flash. That is a cover I'll have to buy for myself because it is just so dang good. Green Arrow has an A cover by Torrin Clark, a B cover. Green Lantern has an A cover. There is the Steven Segovia for Green Lantern. Again, Steven Segovia is just absolutely amazing right now. I did like the Fernando Blanco from World Tree. His art with Kyle Rayner was really good too. Green Lantern Dark number 3 has a David Nakayama cover featuring that kind of Superman Batman crossover character. And then I like the Tran Nguyen cover. I like the way this character, I like the character design of the new Green Lantern Dark. So I'm a fan. Harley Quinn number 48, you have an A cover by the talented Elizabeth Torque. Then you have the David Nakayama cover. This is obviously a Harley Poison Ivy issue. So if you're a big Harley Poison Ivy fan, you'll want to get that. And then there is a really great Gleb McKinnon Hush variant, which I think is more than a Hush variant to me. It's like a very good villains variant. Hush just happens to be in it. So I thought that was a good variant. Justice League Unlimited number 4. This is Mark Waid and Dan Mora's awesome run on Justice League. A cover by Dan Mora, B cover by Christian Ward. I do want to show off this beautiful Lucio Perillo cover featuring The Question, Green Lantern, Batman, and Superman. I think this is beautifully drawn. And then Salvador LaRocca did this with the like Young Justice League. Stargirl, Wally West, Teen Lantern, and then I forget who that is. But I think it's cool. I think these are all good covers. Don't sleep on any of those covers. Of the Batman logo, yeah, Eric, I'll make sure to get you one of those. I'll put that down for Eric. Batman. You want the logo, right? Let me make sure. Copy of the Batman logo. Cool. Gotcha. No problem, Eric. Little Batman Month 4. That's the ending of that cool all ages kids Batman book. Metamorpho Element Man number 3. I got to shout out my boy Derek Chu. He does phenomenal covers, and this is no exception. Nice House by the Sea 6 of 12. We're at the halfway point. Power Girl 18. Sandman 8 Facsimile Edition. This is the first appearance of Def, so there's an A cover, facsimile, foil, and a blank. Then you have Superman 23 by Dan Mora. There's an A cover. I do want to show off the Nathan Thursday cover of what looks like Superwoman. Lois Lane as Superwoman. And then I did like the Dan Panosian Doomsday cover. And then again, I was a fan of the Hush cover by Carr Andrews. This is Superman 23. So I really like some of the Hush covers. I'm not going to pretend every single one's been a banger, but that's a good one. And then I did want to point out Teen Titans Starfire, the connecting cover editions. We are going to have these in the store. So if anybody is a big fan of these and wants to do the connecting covers, we will have these. And then there is Wonder Woman Blood and Guts Compact Edition. This is the $9.99. You get like 12 issues of Brian Azzarello's Wonder Woman run. You do not want to miss out on that. What's up, Nick? Nick, my homie from OAX. Nick, I'll see Nick in MegaCon in like 5 days. Hulk Tua. I thought that Hulk Tua sketch was hilarious, Nick. I saw it online actually a couple days ago, and then I couldn't believe I ran into the artist that had it at that convention, the artist that drew it. It was funny. Okay, so Marvel. There is a third printing of Aliens versus Avengers #1. I'm not sure if a reprinting of #2 is coming out and #3 has not come out. This is a $7.99 book, just so you know. Doctor Strange of Asgard. I want to show off. So we are back with Marvel Rivals covers. I want to say there's 3. Do not sleep on the Marvel Rivals covers. Let me repeat. Do not sleep on the Marvel Rivals covers. First time around, they all became $15, $20 books. First time around, every comic store ordered low on them. First time around, they were the hottest book of release. So I will say it one last time. Do not sleep on the Marvel Rivals covers. So this is the Doctor Strange one. Fantastic Four #3 is getting a facsimile. This is the foil version. I now have a special place in my heart for Fantastic Four #3 because at OAX, I saw JP, I think his name's JP Calderon. Gigzilla is his Instagram handle. He did a Gorillaz tour poster homaging this cover, and it's probably one of the greatest pieces of arts I'd ever seen. No lie. No lie. It's it. Also, I thought this was cool. They're doing a second print of Fantastic Four #1 facsimile edition. So what is this, like the 4th print of that book? But what I thought was cool is they're offering the Alex Ross art. So if you're a big Alex Ross fan, it is a pure homage of Fantastic Four #1 drawn by Alex Ross. I think it has a beautiful cover. All right, so do you guys remember? If anybody remembers it, you can put it in the chat. Anybody remember what my last statement was on Doctor Strange? Because I'll repeat it. Do not sleep on Marvel Rivals covers. I'll say it one last time. Do not sleep on Marvel Rivals covers. And so this is Immortal Thor #21. This is clearly Loki. Like yeah, come on. Like, let's be real. This is gonna be hot. Everybody's gonna want it. Nobody's gonna have it. FOC it. Those are all my pieces of advice in like a sentence and a half. So like be hype. Be hype. T-Rex is in the chat on Instagram. I guarantee you T-Rex would agree with my sentiment of, let me just say it. I'm really good at saying it now. Do not sleep on Marvel Rivals covers. It's gonna be the motto forever, or until Marvel Rivals covers stop happening. So there is gonna be one more as I scroll down. We're going alphabetical order. Oh, look, it's the next thing. All right, guys, if this were an episode of Blue's Clues, I would say, what's the motto? And you would say, do not sleep on Marvel Rivals covers. And I believe the order we just went in is the order of like, well, you can sleep on it a little bit. You probably shouldn't sleep on it. Oh, Lord, don't sleep on it. So this is Moon Knight, Fist of Khonshu #6, Marvel Rivals variant. I think this is my opinion based on how much people have drooled over the Moon Knight Marvel Rivals costume. This is going to be the hot one. Now, let me give you the behind the scenes baseball on this, right? This is Moon Knight, Fist of Khonshu #6. Okay. It's number 6. Many comic book stores are not going to be ordering this comic, any cover, very highly above orders because it's a number 6. So, like, the odds that somebody walks in and says, "You got Moon Knight number 6," are very shorter than the odds of somebody that comes in and says, "Do you have Doctor Strange of Asgard number 1?" Now, that is where you begin having more copies. With that being said, Immortal Thor number 21 is absolutely even lower on the spectrum of comic stores ordering a number 21. So, guys, keep this all in mind when you do your FOCs. These are like, I wouldn't call them anecdotal evidence because they do matter, but little hints like that can help you understand if a book is going to be under ordered. Let me give you a great example. Amazing Spider-Man, whatever issue they're at right now. My assumption is like somewhere between 66 and 68. Comic stores just aren't going to be ordering those for the wall. The fact that some make it to the wall is because it is Amazing Spider-Man. But other than that, like, comic stores just can't afford to be carrying heavy copies of a number 60 something in a series. So, like, that is my 2 cents. It is to help you guys be able to better prepare what books will be hard to find on the shelf. I did want to show off that Fist of Khonshu also has a Momoko variant. So that's going to make comic book stores ordering even harder. NYX number 9 also has a Momoko variant. This is Miss Marvel. I know Miss Marvel has a lot of fans. Guys, if you are not FOCing these books, your odds of getting them are definitely drastically lower. They probably drop 50% as soon as you get to Tuesday. Momoko is also doing Scarlet Witch. It looks like Momoko is doing a variant series with Marvel because if you'll see, she's got her little Momoko variant logo down there. Spider-Boy number 7 has a few variants. Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider 11 has this beautiful, is this David Nakayama? No, it's Mark Brooks. Mark Brooks A cover featuring Loki. I love that spacesuit for Gwen. I really do. And then they do have the Todd Knock iconic cover swipe variant right here after McFarlane. Storm also has a Momoko variant. Don't sleep on that simply because for some reason, if Momoko gets it, or if Storm gets a themed variant, everybody wants it. Storm does Marvel Rivals, $6 million book. You know, like, dude, we should do an Antiques Roadshow version of comic book variants. I think that would be fun. Anyways, hey Gordon, how you doing? Good to see you again, brother. Hope everything is well with you and the family. Ultimate X-Men number 13. This is the A cover, obviously done by Momoko. It's her book. But then Momoko, I do believe. Just kidding. I thought Momoko did a variant cover for that, but not. There is a foil variant for Ultimate X-Men 13. This is the 1 year in foil, so it's 1 year of Ultimate X-Men. Beautiful. It's going to be a beautiful foil featuring armor with that color. Martin Simmons from Department of Truth also doing a cover. I think that is very cool. Ultimates 10 has the Inhyuk Lee Ultimates variant featuring Namor. Very clean. He is very shiny. That is clearly a man who waxes, is all I gotta say. That's a man who does the waxing. Mateus Mahanini is always doing great covers. That is also Ultimates 10. Uncanny X-Men has a Momoko right here featuring Rogue. I do like that. Web of Spider-Verse New Blood. I'm not reading the synopsis. I'm not. All right, this is Spider-Verse. But the title New Blood makes me think there's going to be a new Spider-Person. What that means from my experience in the comic book industry, this book will spike the week of release. Nobody will have it for cover price. People will be asking $10, $15, $20 for it on eBay. Fast forward 5 weeks, the book is worth cover price. You have people asking $10 to $15 for it on eBay. The book is worth cover price. Don't fall for it. FOC it. Get it at cover price. Don't stress about it. Do your thing. So that is the A cover. Then you're going to have a connecting cover because this is a multi-issue series. Lucas Wernick is doing a cover featuring this Spider Person. I don't know who that Spider Person is. Does it say it in the title? Maybe. I don't know who that Spider Person is. We'll move on. So yeah, that's a book. Don't sleep on it. Well, I mean, sleep on it. To be fair, it's another Spider-Verse book. You know what I'm saying? We've had a million. Yeah, Mahanini, I don't know where they came from. They just showed up one day doing amazing art. And Marvel has locked in a good one over there. I think they've done a little bit of DC covers too, but Marvel has really locked in a good one. We have What If Mickey Mouse and Friends Became the Avengers? So this is the A cover. What I think is interesting about it, and I know this is homaging a cover. I find it funny that Mickey Mouse is not the front facing character on any of these covers, despite the book being called What If Mickey and Friends. But anyways, here is your Adam Kubert kind of Hulk goofy homage for all you Hulk fans. Dan Jurgens doing our team shot. I guess this is the closest Mickey is to being the center fold of a issue. There is a Phil Noto kind of like Pluto as Ant-Man cover. And then there is a Christy Zulu Donald Duck cover where he's Loki, Thor, and Beta Ray Bill, some other Thor Asgardy person. He's Asgard. He is Asgard personified. Wolverine number 7. I actually need to go back and fix my FOC. Wolverine number 7, A cover, David Balderon Invisible variant, which is it's all right. You know, it's like that's cool. It's his skeleton. She's like ripped the skin off his skeleton, but he's still going there as like X. Um, yeah, Weapon X. Then this is what I think is my favorite cover. I don't know if there's going to be spec to this or not, but this is obviously homaging the Wolverine Deadpool variant or the Wolverine first time Wolverine fights Deadpool. So yeah, don't sleep on Wolverine 7. Make your decision based on what you want and don't sleep on it. Works out of Brazil. Okay, that's cool to hear because I'm so sick. Uh, I'm so sick of everybody assuming all the great artists are from Italy or Asia right now because there's tons of art coming from everywhere around the world right now. Um, Gordon, my running joke is when a book becomes worth more than it has any right to be, I call it a $6 million book. I think it probably comes from me being a kid and not knowing who the $6 million man actually was. So I assumed people just threw the word 6 million in front of things like $6 million man, $6 million car. So now as a grown adult, I say 6 million if I think the number is laughable or a little crazy. But that's good to learn a little bit about Mahanini because that is one of my favorite artists right now. Speaking of favorite artists, we're gonna hit DuckTales. A cover, B cover. I do like the C covers featuring the different ducks using the color aesthetic. But this is like one of my best friends in comics, or at least I hope he feels okay me saying this. Alan Quah, one of the nicest people in comics, one of the nicest people, period. One of the best artists in comics. This is issue 3 of his, I believe, 6 issue cover series. And he finally features all of the ducks on one. I think it looks great. There's a foil. There is a foil variant to this cover. And I also have the foil variants to 1 and 2. The foils are $9.99. But I can't go a minute without telling Alan Quah how much I love his art. Shout out to Alan Quah. He will be at MegaCon. I will get to see Alan Thursday. It has been, I think, over a year since I've seen Alan because I don't believe he did last year's MegaCon. Um, but yeah, I'm excited. There's the foil, so $9.99 for the foil. Then you got Powerpuff Girls number 8, Thundercats number 13. There is some Mark Spears Thundercats here. So if you're still on the Mark Spears train, don't sleep on it. There's the regular version of it. There's a foil version of it, and then there's a red background version of it. Vampirella 675. That's a thing. There is the A cover is Freezon. So like if you're a big Freezon person, that's something not to sleep on. And then I will quickly go through so this area, it says comics and graphic novels, is going to have IDW, Dark Horse, Keen Spot, Mad Cave, all the small publishers. I kind of have an idea where I'm going here with you guys because obviously I don't want to scroll through everything. Arcbound number 4 is on FOC. That is written by Tom Hardy, Venom himself, as well as Scott Snyder and Frank Thierry. You have Assassin's Creed Mirage, Soar of Eagles is the new Assassin's Creed comic book if you like Assassin's Creed. I wanted to point this out. This is not a comic, but this is being reprinted for the first time in 10 years. Dead Space, the graphic novel by Ben Templesmith. If you like sci-fi horror, if you like the Dead Space video games, 17.99 gets you the complete story of this in canon comic book from the video game. Defiant number 1 is Chuck Austin's new book from Distillery. It is in magazine format. We will have a couple of these in the kids section. This is Disney 101 Dalmatians. This is kind of the graphic novel telling of the movie. Also, you're going to have Lilo and Stitch, the graphic novel. This is the graphic novel telling of the movie, retelling of the movie. New book from Keen Spot. This is by Stefano Cardellisi. This is Don't Run with Scissors. Cool book, Keen Spot. I like showing Keen Spot some love. And then what else did we have? There is From the World of Minor Threats. There's Gotcha Man. I feel like there was one more book I wanted to show you guys. Don't Sleep on Kill Train number 1, I think, is about to come out or just came out. But this is a very cool kind of like Snowpiercer meets Train to Busan kind of book, and I'm a big fan of that. I know there was one more book I wanted to show you guys. Oh, here we go. 9 Lives of Salem. This is a one shot from the oh my god, what is it called? What is it called? The logo is gonna be on the top left, and I'm gonna be so mad. Afterlife with Archie. Well, they're calling it the Chilling Adventures now, but if you liked Afterlife with Archie, this is kind of their continuation. So 9 Lives of Salem, there's an A cover, and then there is a Robert Hack cover featuring Sabrina, because obviously Salem be Sabrina's cat. But yeah, if you're a big Archie or Sabrina fan, that's something you don't want to sleep on. And then Sumerian has a new book called Osaka SPD, sequel to Sumerian's best-selling original graphic novel Osaka Mime. So, oh, and then if this is your thing, Penthouse Comics 2025 is on FOC. They have tons of covers. This is kind of like Heavy Metal Magazine with a little bit more risque take. There is a Not Safe for Work B cover. There's a Not Safe for Work D cover. There's a Not Safe for Work G cover. And then lastly, I want to show off amazingly nice person in comics, Jimmy Palmiotti's new comic book, Pop Kill, from Mad Cave Studios out of Florida, Miami, Florida. So there's the A cover with cover art by Dave Johnson. There is an explicit, so Nike, oh, I can't show that to you guys, sorry. There is an explicit Brian Stillfreeze variant that is $9.99, okay? The Panosian variant is $6.99. A cover is $6.99, just so you guys get an idea. And then I think that's kind of where I want to wrap it up. Toxic Avenger will be hitting graphic novel just in time for the trailer for the new movie to drop. Oh, and then Minecraft. The Minecraft movie is having a lot of merchandise coming out. So if your kid loves Minecraft or wants to watch the Minecraft movie, there's going to be a little golden book. So that's for the younger ones. There's going to be a coloring book. There is also an activity book. And then for those of you that have Disney Princess kids and want new material, this is called the Princess Swap. And it's essentially if Snow White and Sleeping Beauty swapped origins. So I think that'll be really cool. And then there's obviously toys, things like that. You guys can look at any of these, ask for any of these to be reserved for you. There's records, there's lunch boxes, there's games. But with that being said, guys, that is FOC. You can access FOC at previewsworld.com/finalordersdue. And then to submit any of those FOC requests, you would just message us on Instagram, Facebook, X, Twitter, TikTok, or you can email us at flashpointcomicsandgames@gmail.com. And yeah, that'll be yeah, Still Freeze is doing that topless cover for Jimmy Palmiotti's new book. Jimmy and Dave Johnson, I believe, are writing it together, to be fair. Joe, looking back and Stitch next to Don't Run with Stitcher Scissors. Yeah. That is funny because you know what? Stitch would be the person running with scissors all day, every day. That's him. Thank you, Gordon. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I have a lot to do. And if I told you what I had to do, it would spoil what will come later today. But Keep an eye out on the social media channels. Like I said, it will not be a live video. It will be a pre-recorded video with a little bit of editing, some movie magic. But we will have a video with some announcements later today. And then again, even though it's not a live video, if you have questions, you want, whatever, feel free to comment on the said video. You can email us. We are not pre-recording it because we don't want your feedback, or we don't want you. I love live videos. The reality is the algorithms work a little bit better if it's a pre-recorded video dropped in and specifically for the media. So that's where we'll be. So keep an eye out later. If you see a ping later today that says Flashpoint posted a new post, check it out. You won't regret it. And with that being said, guys, take it easy, and Flashpoint out.